up, guys? Roger and Joe. We are out here on the Maggie River on this beautiful Friday morning, and we are about to run a trot line. So right now we're just going to kind of go over parts of the trot line, and part number one is going to be the trot line end. So what we have here is a big old weight that's excessively heavy to keep this trot line down. So we're going to have a weight. We're going to have a bunch of line. We usually do 20 to 25 feet of line. That is going to run up to this buoy, which is marked with Joe's name and his DNR ID. And then we go another line, which is going to be about the same, 20-25 feet. That's going to go down. On the end of that line, we're going to have a chain that's going to keep the trot line held down on the bottom. And then we're going to have a clip on the end of our trot line. And then that's where the line's going to start. And you can see Joe pre-baited this line for us last night. Thank you, Joe. He's got these little, we call them snoods, just little bungees there. And then we have our chicken net bungeed around that. And we got, how big is this? 1,000 feet?
This is 600 foot.
600 feet of this line to lay. So we'll cut for a minute, get this ready to go, and then show you how we actually lay this out. Picked a spot. We got consistently about 8 to 10 feet of water. So we're gonna start laying our line. First thing, we're gonna drop this weight in. Joe's gonna keep the boat nice and straight for me. That's gonna go in. We're gonna drop the ball in. That's gonna go to our chain, which is clipped to the trot line, and then we're just gonna start laying it in. You want to keep a little bit of tension on it, not too much. And then most important, you want to make sure it doesn't start to get tangled up like that. Joe, slow down. Yep, just like that. There we go. We got it. We're back.
It might pull out. I wouldn't slide it.
So as you can see, tangles like that will happen from time to time, even with experts. Joe's the expert, not myself. There we
So I'm attaching the chain to the end of the trot line.
Perfect timing. We're gonna drop that in, and same kind of thing on the other end. We got a line going up to our buoy, and then we got a line with our weight. And then I'm just gonna hold this for a minute, stretch it out, put some tension on the line, and then drop it in. And that's that. We set the line.
So I'm getting ready to put the trot line puller on the boat. This is homemade, made out of PVC.
Certainly homemade, that is for sure.
To be able to run the line on the side of the boat so we can dip crabs. So I'm going to install it right now.
It just kind of locks right on the side. That's beautiful.
And there we have it.
We're gonna. All right, so we're approaching the trot line now. What I'm gonna do here is take this boat hook, grab the end of it, get it up in this little slot over here in our trot line arm, and that way, you know, you'll have the line come up over the arm, go back down into the water, and then we'll net crabs as we go. So you kind of got to do this quick. Grab that, just throw it in there. We'll drop that, and then I'll grab the net, and we'll start checking the trot line and hopefully start netting here pretty soon. These baits come pretty quick, so you gotta be ready for them. You gotta be very quick with the net as well. Otherwise they'll drop off. And that was a little one. We'll let them go. Little one. Good one.
The first run was really good. So now we're going to call out, make sure we have all of our crabs that are 5 1/4 inches. This is one of the jumbos that we just caught.
No need to measure him, really. He is a hammer. So yeah, just going to go through these. We did really well on the first run. Yeah, I don't even know how many. 18, 15, I don't know, a bunch of them. Probably get at least a dozen keepers out of that, so we'll see how it goes. What's up, guys? Joe and Roger just got back in from running that trot line. We ran it a few times. Not the best morning, but we definitely caught a few dozen crabs. So I think probably our biggest problem was we ran the line a couple times and then the tide stopped. So if you're gonna go crabbing, you definitely want moving water. Not necessarily incoming is better than outgoing. You just want some kind of tide. You don't want to crab on a slack tide.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
otherwise you're going to be out there all day and you're going to catch crabs intermittently.
Right.
But best bet is to get out there whenever you can start laying your line, and that's when you start catching your best crabs.
Right. Earlier the better, but again, tide dependent. It could be 5:30 in the morning. You could be crabbing, but there's slack tide. You're probably not going to do well. So yeah, early morning, but tide dependent as well. So just a few things to keep in mind, and we're going to go home and eat some of these crabs. Thanks for watching, guys.